Hello and welcome to Programming in C++ Part 2. In this video we're going to continue with Chapter 10, exercises that deal with classes and data abstraction. Before we do, go ahead and smash the like button, make sure you leave a comment. Most importantly, make sure you're logged into your YouTube. If you don't have a YouTube login, it takes less than a minute to create one and it's absolutely free, so do that so you can like and comment on videos. And then also you can subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe to a YouTube channel, you get notified when new videos are posted. Alright, so this makes it easier for you to navigate throughout YouTube. So let's go into our first exercise of this video, which is going to be Programming in C++, Part 2, which is Programming Exercise 10-17. And in this exercise, we're going to write a program that allows two players to play the tic-tac-toe game. Your program must contain the class tic-tac-toe to implement a tic-tac-toe object. Include a 3x3 two-dimensional array as a private member variable to create the board. If needed, include additional members of variables. Some of the operations on a tic-tac-toe object are printing the current board, getting a move, checking if a move is valid, and determining the winner after each move. Add additional operations as needed. An example of the program is shown below. Player X enter move 2-1, and then you have your board as such. Player 0 enters move 1-3, so you see how it goes. I don't see 1-3. I guess O would be next. So here is, I think 1 is across and then 3 is down. So you're going, or 1, so 1, 3 is here. 3-1 is there. So 3 and then 1. Alright. So for our task, we're going to, the program produces the correct output is all we need to do. So first let's go to our header file and let's get started with that. Let's go, just going down and let's do our include statement. We will include string. And as a reminder, because this is the header file, you don't need to have the header name. This is what other the main and implementation file is going to tag to this actual program or this portion of the program. Using namespace std, and let's add an enum. Call it status, and we'll do our bracket. Nope, we'll do our brackets, and let's go when draw or continue. Alright, so we got those capitalized, and we'll do a semicolon. And here we'll name our class. It said it's got to be called tic-tac-toe. Let's go with our brackets, and let's make this first part public. And from there, let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Alright, so let's go with our first function. Let's indent that with a tab, and we'll go void play. That in a semicolon. So this function is going to be to start the play. Now we need to do a function to print the board. So we'll do void display board. Display board, and here we'll add constructor. Next we'll need a function to determine if a move is valid. So we'll use yes or no on that, so true or false or no, I should say. So we'll go boolean is valid move, and let's use integer x and integer y, and let's construct Next, we're going to need a function to get a move for a player. Same thing, we'll do bool get XO move. And we'll use character, and this will be the move symbol. Alright, and semicolon there. Next, we need a function to determine the current status of the game, so we call that status. Game status. And then, let's see, let's go void. So function to restart the game, restart. And let's see. Now we need to add a default constructor. Post condition, it'll initialize the board to an empty state. So when it starts over, you gotta transition it over to a new game, but start with empty board. So let's go tick tack toe, just like the start of the regular. So start the first game. Let's do this instead. Tack toe. Get our camera casing right. Clears up. And then now let's make our private variables private, and we'll call char board, and we say 3 by 3, right? 3 semicolon. And we'll do an integer with a number of moves. Alright, so there we have that, and don't forget our semicolon at the end. And there we have our header file is complete. And everything looks good. So let's go on to the next one, and we'll do our, let's see, do our implementation file. And this is where most of the work is going to come in. So let's do, let's go down to 4 again, oops. Let's go down, let's do our include statements. And we'll do IOStream. And then we'll do IOmanip as well. Hashtag. That's why I like to copy and paste these, because I'll make some mistakes. Alright, and then we gotta reference our header file. So we do include quotes, and it's called tick tack toe .h. Alright. So using namespace std, and we'll go void. So now tic-tac-toe, and we'll go play. Same as those other ones. So let's do our brackets. That should clear up. Now let's go for our variables. First one, we'll use true false for bool. So if you're done playing or not done playing, initialize that to false. Then our character, call player, and this one equals X. I'm sure we should have an O one as well. Let's go display board. Let's go. And there's a semicolon. Struct. Let's see. Alright, so let's go on. Leave that there for now. We'll get back to you. So let's do our while statement. So look at the spelling. Display board, correct. Alright, so let's go to a while statement. And we'll go done, not done. Brackets. And we'll go done. It's going to equal get XO move. And we'll call player in parentheses semicolon. Then let's go to an if player is equal to capital X equals capital O. Okay, let's semicolon that. Then else player equals X. Make sure to put your two equal signs here on line 21. So there we go. That's it for that function. Still don't know what's going on with display board, but I will look at it again. Next one. So let's go to our next variable. Let's copy this one for now. And we'll go void tic-tac-toe. And this will be display board. Brackets, see if that one gets cleared up, and it does. So we'll see out and quote, but let's leave 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. We'll give our board some room. Or measure at the top. So we got inline. Again, let's go for int row equals 0. Row is less than 3. Row plus plus. Let's use brackets for that for statement, and then break out to another. Actually, yeah, let's do cout and row plus 1. Now let's add another 4. This time integer column, col. It's going to equal 0. Column less than 3. It's less than 3. COL plus plus. Alright, so got that one good. So let's finish this cout here. And we're going to say set width. Let's make it 3. And board. Row and column. And we semicolon that. Alright, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so let's continue on. We'll do our if that. If, and we'll say row is not equal to. So we're going to say cout. And let's see. We're going to make these lines as boards. So we'll do underscore. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do our OR symbol. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 underscore. Another OR symbol. And then 1, 2, 3. So this is on the first line we're going to do. Let's do 4. Let's do 4 up there. Alright, so now we'll do here and line. Actually, not end it yet with the semicolon. So now this is where all that fancy designs at play come into play. So this time we're going to go over here. It's not going to be perfect. Let's go bar. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. The OR bar again. And then that's all we need. Let's go over and do that. Now we need a little tic-tac-toe symbol. Part of it anyway. Alright, so let's inline there. And let's go. So we need to see out after this for statement. Let's go down, see out in line, and that one is good to go. Alright, so our next function looks like we'll do that. That out. Sorry about that. Do my, what we type it up? We'll do bool. And what's my tic-tac-toe? That's what I'm going to do. Tic-tac-toe. Alright, so there we go. Tic-tac-toe. And we want all of that crap. Alright, so after display board, we got is valid move next. Move, and we'll move, and let's use our integer row and integer column and structure, and let's use brackets. If sign of 0 is less than or equal to row and row is less than or equal to 2, and 0 is less than or equal to column, and column less than or equal to 2. Alright, so let's say the row less than or equal to 2, and 0 less than or equal to column, and column less than or equal to 2. Okay, so that looks good. So if that is the case, then actually no, we left out something in that. Let's continue that on. Let's do it on the next line. Let's do and board row column equals equals. And leave those actually in the space between those. That's our if. So now let's go to our indent. So we're going to return true. And let's do our else, return false. Alright, so that function is complete. Now let's go to our getXOMove function. Should be a bool again. Tic tac toe. And let's go getXOMove. And remember the char is player symbol. Brackets there, and let's do our int called row and column, and let's go with the do statement here. Let's go with brackets, and let's go cout player symbol. Let's go. I shouldn't need that much. Let's do space, enter, move. And let's go in there. And let's cin. We'll use the variables row and column. And then for cout inline. Alright, so we need for that do. Let's jump right into a while after that. So a do while. So not, let's go not. If it is not a valid move, is valid move, not valid move. Let's go row -1 and column -1. So it's a while statement. We can do a semicolon there. And let's go row -minus and column -minus. So let's go. But the number of moves ++. Alright, so let's first stay in this while. Let's do board again. So let's do that. Board. Row. This will equal player symbol. And display board. Semicolon this time. Let's go to status. Get status, or just go to G status. So our game status is going to equal game status. And that'll turn into an if. G status is when, all caps. What the heck is this? 164.8. What? So it's just a semicolon. Alright. G status is when. Then actually let's do brackets. If and do cout. And let's go player. Space after. Player symbol, whichever one it is. And we'll do one space wins. So player wins. And let's go inline. So let's return true here. Alright, and let's do okay, silent is if. That should be it for the if. Yeah, we'll close the if there and we'll jump my else if from there. Let's do that. Let's go else if G status let's draw a draw wins, and let's go already there. Bracket's already there. Cout. This game is a draw. And let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so from here, let's go ahead and return 0. Actually, yeah, let's return 0 or return true. 8%. This game is draw, return true. And then outside of this bracket, let's do one more else. And then we'll return false. Go. And that function is good to go. Get XO move. So now we can do status tick tick tack toe, and then we'll do game status let's go. So now we're going to check rows for a win. So we're going to do that with a 4. And then let's go integer row equals 0. And row is less than 3. And row plus plus to start it off. Then we'll do an if. So board. Row, and we'll add a 0 array. It's not equal to, let's see, these was space. Okay, and board, and then row. Then let's go 0 again. Equal to board row 1. One of these back, and then board, again, and then let's go equal board. This time, let's go. Let's do a return when, all caps. Alright, so that looks like it. So we're checking the rows. This is checking the rows for a win. Now we're going to check the columns for a win. So guess what? It's going to be the same thing, except we're going to do COL. Alright, so let's do this. There, so just change your row to COL. So let's check to see if you run across, and let's check to see if you run down. And of course, then we're going to do diagonal. So let's go COL, L, where it says row, just change the column. That's going to be a little tricky for the other one. Diagonal. I think we can easily simplify that. Alright, so we got one board. So we got row 1, row 0. Here we got column, board, plus 0 column. That's what we need to do. That's not going to work. We're going to put these and transpose these. Let's go. Zero. These. So the number's going to go in front of the columns on the, well yeah, the number's going to go before the columns. So however you do it. 0, but they will be the same just before the columns, where you will be Control X, Control V. X, Control V, and Control X, Control V. Alright, so that looks better. So we got board 1, column 1, board 2, column 2, board 2, column, and we're going to return win. So for our next one, we're going to do diagonal. It's going to be slightly different. So we'll type the whole thing up. We'll do if board 0, 0 does not equal, and we got your little quotes, we'll go board, let's do our and first, and board, 0, 0 again. Let's equal board 1, 1. And let's go down to our next one. And we'll go board 1, 1. Is going to equal board 2, 2. That's a little simpler. 0, 0, 1, 2, 2. Alright. So then same thing, we're going to return when. It's all capital. And then let's see. Now we have to do other scenarios, which is going to be, let's just do this copy and paste. What we're going to do is we'll change the numbers within. So I guess it will be kind of confusing, but let's do it anyway. Save ourselves some typing. Change that 2, and then this is going to be 2, 0. And 1, 1 stays the same, 1, 1 stays the same, and then 0, 2. And then return when will be the same, and then you're going to go are met. So let's see. Alright, so that looks, everything looks good there. Let's go to our next function. And this one's going to be void. Tick, tack, toe. And after the game's won or draw, we want to restart. Restart. Alright, so just like the variable in our header file, let's do brackets and so void tic-tac-toe restart. So yeah, we got a capital start. We'll put it down to 2 words. There we go. Now we use for integer row 0, row less than 3, row plus plus. And let's do another for integer column less than 0, and column less than equals 0. And column less than 3. Column plus plus. And here we'll do board, back to row, and column. So space, so equals. Alright, so that looks good, and looks like we need to let's do number of moves. Number of moves. Alright, so number of moves, we'll initialize this to 0 and our semicolon. That function is complete, and then let's do, that's it. No, our last constructor, tic-tac, tic-tac-toe, tic-tac-toe, and let's go, there's 2 of those, tic-tac-toe, then let's do brackets, and let's go for, and row, 0, row less than 3, row plus plus, and let's go another again, let's do this here, same number of moves equals 0. Alright, so everything looks good on the on our implementation file. Everything looks good. So let's see, we'll go ahead and do our main. Let's get that ready. And then we'll jump in right after this. Alright, so let's jump on this main. So this, just need to add our include in the header, reference our header. So we'll do that. And it's called tic-tac-toe. .h. Alright, that's in there. Our namespace is there. Let's go ahead and move this bracket down for cosmetics. And then let's go ahead and create some room to work. Here we just simply need to do tic-tac-toe game. Then we'll do game.play. And then let's see. So play the game. And then return 0. Just over there. Delete that. So that is it for our name. And let's see. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to run this. Okay, so mine's not running, so what I do is I close it out all the way. Should click yes first. And I go back to and let it reload. I'm going to pause it because it's going to take a while to load. Alright, so we got it restarted. So now we're going to run it. Board's a little cricket. So I have to put those over one more space. That would be our implementation file. I think I know what I need to do. Do that. Again, see what our board looks like now. So we got it in one array. Let's look at this again. Okay. So NY there. Some file. So I got inline. That should be good. I don't know what's wrong with it. Let's go ahead and try to calculate it just in case. I think that is still looks good. Alright, so implementation file again while we're just getting ready. Alright, so let's see what they got for us. Still calculating. Hopefully get some answers pretty quick. And it's 100%. So like I said, sometime the program doesn't run, try to calculate it anyway. So let's look at our code and I'll share it with you, starting with the header file. Alright, so remember you can pause this any time. It'll be a little bit bigger for you. So this is line 1 through 13. Scroll it down. 14 is blank, so let's go 15 through 26. 16 is blank. That's the end of our code. We'll slow run it one more time. Remember, you can pause or rewind it, back it up, whatever you need to do. So that's our header file. Now here's our implementation file. It's a little bit bigger. So that's 1 through 13. Let's go to scroll down. 14 is blank, so that's, yeah, 14 is blank. So that's 15 through 26. Give you a chance to pause it if you need to. 27 is blank. Let's go 28. Give you a chance to pause it if you need more time there. All right, going down to 41. 41 to 50. All right, go ahead and pause it if you need more time with that. 50 is blank. Let's go to 51. Pause that if you need it. Going to 63. To 75. Now we're going to 76 to 87. And going to 88 to 98. 99 is blank, so let's go to 100 to 112. And we're going to go to 113, it's blank, so 114. Let's go away to 115 because you don't need that comment. To 126. And then 127, 138. And we're going all the way down to the end of the code at line 145. Alright, so I'm going to slow roll it one more time for you. Please pause if you need to. And here we go. Alright, so there we go for that implementation file, and now let's go ahead and look at the main. And here's line 1 through 13. And the end of the code. So, alright, so you get your include statements, iostream, and then your tic-tac-toe header. Then you have the end. Alright, so that's all for exercise 10-17. We'll go ahead and do the jump into the next one. Reprogramming in C++ Part 2. Programming exercise 10-18. Here the equation of a line in standard form is ax plus by equals c, wherein both a and b cannot be 0 and a, b, and c are real numbers. If b is not equal to 0, then negative a b divided by b is the slope of the line. If a is equal to 0, then it is a horizontal line, and if b is equal to 0, then it is a vertical line. The slope of a vertical line is undefined. Two lines are parallel if they have the same slope, or both are vertical lines. Two lines are perpendicular if either one of the lines is horizontal and the other is vertical, or the product of their slope is -1. Design the class line type to store a line. So to store a line, you need to store the values of the coefficient of x, b coefficient of y, and c. Your class must contain the following operations. If a line is non-vertical, then determine its slope. Determine if two lines are equal. Two lines a1x plus b1y equals c1, and a2x plus b2y equals c2 are equal if they are a1, ab, and so on. Determine if two lines are parallel. Determine if two lines are perpendicular. If two lines are not parallel, then print the point of intersection. The intersection method should indicate one of the three options. The intersection point in the format x, y, a message indicating both lines are equal, a message indicating the lines do not intersect, and appropriate constructors to initialize variables of line type. Also, write a program to test your class. Make sure you are checking your work by running the tasks throughout your development. So here's the task. So the line type is going to, or the program can initialize the line type object without error. So the line type returns the slope of a line. Line type indicates if a line is vertical, and line type indicates if two lines are equal. And let's go to the next page. Let's make this a little bit smaller. So got more on here. Determines if the line is horizontal, determines if the line is parallel, and then task 7 and 8 determines if the two lines are perpendicular, and line type prints the equation of the line. Alright, got our work cut out for us. So first let's start with our header file we just provided for us. And let's see, we'll use that as reference. So let's put this on the other screen. And then let's go to our implementation file. And let's start coding there. Alright. So here, start with our include statements. This time we'll go ahead and copy those. So IOStream, of course. And let's do CMath, IOmanip, and let's include our header file reference. And this is called line type. .h. And using namespace, std. And let's go void line type. And let's go ahead and copy and paste that once we get our two colons. So we'll use that several times. So let's call the first one set line. And the variable is going to be a double called A, a double called B, and a double called C. And let's do brackets for that. So X coefficient, or COEF, F, is going to equal A, and Y coefficient if A equals 0 and it says B also equals 0. So let's go call this a constant term. Constant term equals 0. Do else constant term equals C. Right. Capital T. Alright, so let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so let's go to the next function and we copy our void line type. So the next one will be the equation, and then this one, so let's go down to our brackets, and this time cout X coefficient variable, and then we'll do small x, leave a space, if Y coefficient is less than 0, then we'll do count see out. Ended this if statement I'm doing. So see out, and we'll do dash space, semicolon, and let's do else. We're going to see out plus. So minus plus. And then let's do one more see out here. Let's say fabs y coefficient. And let's go y equal space before and after the equal sign. And let's go constant term. Constant term and 5. Alright, so that function is complete. Let's go again to our next function. This one's going to be a double. And we'll call this one, see, get x coefficient. There we go. So it came up for us. And so you know with the get, comes up with that. Return x coefficient. And let's see. Let's do these gets. Let's copy these gets. And, paste. This time I'm going to get y coefficient. It's going to return y coefficient. Double. And next is going to get constant term. So let's term this one. Constant term. Yep, see how it is there in the main. So we're going to use that one. C capital O, and let's make our space. Our spaces like this. All right, that's done. And then this is going to be, of course, return constant term. And actually, we'll do like this. Constant term for this one. And let's go. This one's going to be void. And this time we're going to set coefficient. Or set x coefficient. So set it. Let's go. This. But we do need, we got a double in there. And it's going to be coefficient. And then it's going to be x coefficient equal coefficients. Sets. Let's get into that. X coefficient. Ah, crap. Messed up. What did I do there? Can't do it. Come on. Okay. Copied over that. Get constant term. So we're going to do this again. Let's go set again. Set X coefficient. Sorry, I had to redo that. But I deleted it or copied over it again. So double coefficient. And then X coefficient equals coefficient. And set X coefficient. Set X coefficient. So that one, so to set, it's going to be void, that's why. It's going to be void. So what I meant to do is copy this one. So I paste it. So I copied it this time. Paste it here, and it's going to be y. And then y. Here's going to be lowercase y. Alright, so let's go ahead and set constant term. This time I'm just going to do constant term. And I'll call it double, we'll call it C. So here we're going to go constant term equals C. X in that constant term. That should set it up. So this is void. Void type set constant term. C cuts. Oh yeah. Spelling. Constant term equals C. Alright. Let's go again. This time we're going to be double. Call it E. Let's go double. And line type. This time we're going to do slope. Alright, and then slope. We got a constructor. Then we're going to return negative X coefficient divided by Y coefficient. Alright, so here's our slope. Next we got bowl. Type, of course, and then we'll do vertical line. Right, so now let's do brackets. Let's go. If let's say Y coefficient is 0, so isn't it? 0, then let's make it say return true, else return false. After our vertical line, of course, we get a horizontal line. That should be some child's play. So copy that one, paste it, change this to horizontal. Horizontal. And this time we do with X coefficient. Equals 0, return true, else return false. here. All right, so let's go line type. Just fix it. Copy what we had. And line type, we'll call it equal lines. Equal lines. And we don't need that. Yeah, we need that there. So let's go, but we need variable line type and other line. So down here, add the double factor times 1. Alright, so if x coefficient is not equal to, it's not equal to 0, and let's go factor equal other number, or other line, dot x coefficient, and divide that by x coefficient. And else, let's go y. Let's go y and y. All right. Again, let's do another if. This time x coefficient times factor equal other line dot x coefficient and y coefficient times factor equal other line y coefficient. And then let's do another and. Constant term times factor will equal other line constant term. Right. And we just need to return true. Else return false. Alright, so that function is complete. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. Alright, so let's go to our next function. Let's go. Let's type it in full line type colon, and this time we'll call it parallel. So, parallel, because it didn't come up, I spelled it. So this time the line type, other line. Constructor, this time brackets, our if coefficient, let's go y coefficient, y coefficient equals 0. And other line dot y coefficient equals 0. Let's go return true. Then let's go else if y coefficient not equal 0. Let's see, and other line dot y coefficient equals 0. Let's go or, let's go down here, or y coefficient equals 0, and other line dot y coefficient is not equal 0. Basically, that's what parallel means. They're basically the same. Follow the F. So, okay, or the same slope, I should say. This time we'll return false. Else if again. And we'll do x coefficient by y coefficient time equals let's go other line dot x coefficient divided by other line dot y coefficient. Alright, so then we'll return true. And then else will return false. Alright. So that's it for that function. Now let's do our, let's copy this. Oh, it's going to be too confusing. Keep it simple. Alright, so let's go to parallel. Now let's go to our perpendicular. So line type, perpendicular. And this one again would be line type, other line. So let's go brackets. And let's go with an if statement. If y coefficient is less than or is not equal to 0, and other line dot y coefficient is not equal to 0. Alright. Let's go brackets. And let's do if once again, and do x coefficient divided by y coefficient. And let's other line dot x coefficient, and divide that by other line dot y coefficient. That one right here, and then let's add equals 1, -1.0. Why do I have my other brackets? Oh, that's why. Okay, got it. Parentheses. That's going to be in parentheses. Alright, so now let's return true. And let's do our return false, which would be just, let's use else here. Else false. Okay. Now let's do our else if here. And we'll say x coefficient equals 0, and other line dot x coefficient. That's another line dot y coefficient. Coefficients. Let's go here. Let's do it more. Or down y coefficients is going to equals 0, and other line dot x coefficient. Alright, so draw little brackets. So let's go. So let's add one here, then here, and there. Alright, so that works good. So of course, if that's all good to go, we're going to return true. And then else return false. Alright, there we go. Now we have our another function. Actually, let's do this. Type this up again. Let's go void line type. Point of intersection. Intersection. And same line type. Other line. Intersection. And let's go ahead and do our brackets. And we'll do if equal lines, the other line. Alright, so now I'll see out. Both lines are equal. Here, continue on with points of intersection. Okay, sections. Alright, and then let's go line parallel, parallel, let's do other, and then let's see out. See out. Lines do not intersect. Intersect. Let's go. No point intersect. Intersection. And let's go period. Let's continue on. No points. Let's go. Let's go on. Period. Okay. And line. And then let's go else. See out. The point of intersection is and let's get the spot there. Let's go with our, let's see, we'll do one bracket. That's going to be on the outside of this. So one bracket there. So, alright, so let's go ahead and continue on with this one. Let's go to another line. It's going to be, so let's go constant term variable. Let's use that. And then we'll times that by other line. Y coefficient minus Y coefficient times other line. Term. Okay. Well, I didn't use my brackets or my parentheses, so let's do this. This will make it really simple. These can all be together, and then let's go divide. Oh, come on, let's not do that. Let's put it up here. Divide that by, so we'll do x coefficient, let's put you right there first, x coefficient times other line dot x coefficient, or no, dot y coefficient. Minus y coefficient again, and times other line dot x coefficient. So, and we capitalize the C for chem casing. Dot x coefficient, that looks good. Let's go ahead and do here, and let's add a comma, and a space, oops, comma and a space. Then we'll do constant term times unline x coefficient minus x coefficient that. Of course, let's see, let's go. Actually, let's close out that one bracket that we did. Space there. Right, so let's do close out that bracket. We don't need no space for that parentheses. And let's do our finish up. Excuse me, like that. Let's go. Whoop, there we go. Alright, so let's go Y coefficient times other line dot X coefficient, and we're going to minus X coefficient, and times other line dot Y coefficient. Then we have our close out that. We'll close that bracket out, and then we'll do line. Okay, so what's going on with that? Okay, we need this one. So we're continuing that line. Alright, divided by, yep, we're continuing that. So now that's the end of this. That's the end of that one. Let's go ahead and pause right back after this. Alright, let's go ahead and do our last constructor here. This one came off. That's cool. And we'll just do line type again. And line type. This is already up during this before, just repeating it. Double B and double C. Here, we'll just set line. A, B, C. Alright, so I can clear it up. Didn't, so let's see what we did wrong over here. Line C. Set line ABC. Oh yes, we cool. Alright. So looks like that's it for our implementation file. Scroll up, point of intersection, line intersect. So let's so let's change this to lines, not intersect. And let's see. 6. Alright, so that looks good. Okay, we'll go ahead and so we'll start our main. Here and there. Alright. So here we got our IO stream. We got to add our reference to our header file. So we're going to include quotes line type .h. And we have to use a namespace, so let's make some cosmetic changes and create some room to work. So let's do, so these are going to be line type, we'll copy and paste these. Line 1, oops, line 1, so we got 2, 3, 4, and it's going to be a semicolon. Then here, copy this, and we'll go to 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be my 2, and they want us to use 3, 5, 7, line 3. Let's go 2, 3, and -2. Alright, and then line 4, 3, -2, and 1. And 5, 2, 0, and 3. Line 6, we'll use 0, -1, and 2. 0, -1, and 2. Line 7, let's go with 4, 6, and 8. Alright, so here, let's go down, and let's go see out. Limit or line 1, and we'll go loom space. We'll go line 1 dot equation, and we'll go semicolon. And see out. Inline. Alright, so let's do if it's not line 1 dot equation. Well, let's go vertical line. So one was not vertical line. Let's do that. And then we're going to see out the slope of line 1. Variable, not slope, and let's go in line there, and then we'll do else. Okay, else, and this time we'll see out line 1. Is a vertical line. Let's do its slope is undefined. And then let's end line there. Alright, let's get a spot here. Let's see. We're gonna keep doing those, but I got to do, so let's copy this and update it. Copy this here on line 27, change it to line 2, and it's going to be line 2 equation. Alright, let's do it again. Change it to line 3, change this to line 3. Paste that there. This time we got line 4 and line 4. Paste that there. Okay, so we're going to go line 5, line 5. We'll do another space, we've got 7 all together, so we'll do 6 and 6. And we'll do 7 and 7. Alright. And let's see. I think we'll need to do an if. Yeah, we definitely need to do an if. And let's go if line 1 dot parallel and line 2. So basically line 1 is parallel to line 2. We want to see out line 1, line 2 are parallel. Huh. So, quotes, trying to finish up things. Quote are parallel, and we'll just put period there. And then that's X, that's the inline. So we're going to copy and paste a lot more of these as well. But let's do save this after our else statement. So let's go to our else statement. Or go to else and do stat. And let's change this to not parallel. Alright. And then let's go down and do make this line 1 point of intersection right there, and then we'll line 2. Semicolon. Do that trick. Alright. So now let's copy and paste these and change the whole changes. Copy and paste. 58. So this time with line 1, this time line 2. Let's see. Yeah, line 1. We'll change this to line 3. And line 1 and line 3. This will be line 3 as well. And this will be line 3. And let's see, we won't need that anymore. So we're going to do, alright, there we go. So we'll use our else. So now if line 1 perpendicular line 4, we'll use this again. We'll use it again, why not? Don't need that part there. Let's go perpendicular. Perpendicular, and we'll change this to line 4. We'll go perpendicular. Perpendicular. Line 4, line 4 here. Let's change this to line 4 and line 4. Alright, so now let's go here again. Now we'll use, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but let's try it. Oops, that. So now we'll go paste that. Line 68. So if line, this time we'll go 5 and we'll go vertical line. We'll go vertical. And we'll go vertical line. Vertical line. copy this parentheses. We're going to see outline 5 is not a vertical line, is a vertical line. And then just copy this in there. Easy way. We're just going to say, and then we'll add our not, is not a vertical line. Alright. And then this again, 73, and we'll go line 6, change this to line 6. Let's go horizontal. We got line 6 is a horizontal line. And line 6 is not a horizontal line. Horizontal. Line 6. Alright, let's take a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Alright, so we'll go here. We'll do the line 5. Dot point of intersection. And we'll do line 6. Semicolon. And the last one we'll do, let's type it up. If line 1 dot equals equal lines, and we'll do line 7. 7, and so with that, let's go to see out line 1 and line 7 are equal. Just to period. Oops. And line. Everything else. Of course, we'll copy that and add not to it. Or not equal. Alright. And then let's go one more of these. Let's copy this one and bring it down to 85. Flip it over. And we'll do line 1, put over intersection line 7. From there, we can return 0. And let's run it and see what we got. And then run. There's a lot going on here. Yeah, if you want to, you could have read it along the way and checked it out. Make sure you're making strides, but we've got something here. So let's calculate. And what it calculates, we got a lot of these to go through. Okay, so we'll see what we got. Hopefully we can get them all green. And let's check, make sure we go. Alright. So that name was kind of long, but we got through it. At least they did our header file for us. It was a good reference point. I know at some point we have to come up from scratch again. That's always more difficult. Alright, so let's change that back to dark. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are green. We got 100%, so is 7 and 8. So let's show you the code. First we'll go to our header file. Not a header file, but our implementation file. This one here. And as you can see, line 1 through 18. Remember to pause as you need to. Let's go down. Line 19 through 35. Going a little faster on this one, so be ready to pause if you need it. Line 36 to 52. Line 53 to 70. Line 71, 87. Line 88 to 104. Line 105 to 121. Line 122 to 137. And down to the end of the code. Alright, so I'm going to slow roll it for you one more time. Pause, rewind it, or as you need to. Once again, this is the implementation file. Making moves. And we're getting to the bottom of the code, and that is it. Alright, so now I'll show you the main. Here's lines 1 through 18. Line 19 through 35. That was a long one, but we were able to copy and paste most of it. So line 36 to 52, speeding up a little bit, so be ready to pause. 53 to 69, 70, 86. And that's the end of the code. We'll slow roll it for you one more time. Make sure you pause, rewind it as you need to. And we're going. Alright. So there we have it. End of the code. Alright, so that's it for exercise 10-18. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not able to do that, make sure you spend that 1 whole minute to create your YouTube login so you can log in every time you watch and subscribe to the channel. Alright, so take care, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one.